Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you who know what the hell you're yet. Hopalong PR here. We are back playing Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third, and we are now getting to the story. I hope it would be about Kevin, but it's probably not going to be. Or maybe both. Both Kevin and the ghost lady. Well, I hear a phone, so that's good for me. You've reached Emerald City Church. How may I help you? Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just gonna have to leave a message with the priest. Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you're gonna be getting here? It'll be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. Probably won't be getting there until this evening now. Gotcha. I'll wait here till you arrive. I think Reese and the kids would get bent out of shape if I showed up without you. Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Though speaking of Reese, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up. I got it all planned out. Been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think. Yeah? Well, I guess she's not really a kid anymore, now that she's 13, but still. Actually, how old are you when you first met? That's about how old you were when we first met, right? Now you mentioned it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, it looks like the train's ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course. Got it. See you later. Okay, so this happens all when Kevin and Rufina are supposed to be going home. Interesting. Forgive me for a moment. Alright, nothing that concerns you guys, but I had to move around my stuff on my screen so I can see my audio recording. It's been very finicky. So if it stops, I need to know right away. Man, how time flies. I've really not been home in 2 years. I guess that makes 9 since I met Rufina. Hope Reese isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin! What is it, Father? Has something bad happened? Well, just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in black at the edge of town. What's worse is they were supposedly heading to the mountain path. You don't think? If they were, Astor House might be their next target. Do you have any idea what could be going on? I wish I did. That's anything to do with the Grail Shredder, at least. I think you should go and check it out just in case. Please do. Oh, do you know where Funa's going to be arriving, by the way? This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. If she arrives, you can let her know what happened. But that never happened. Or worse, she's in there. Leading them. Damn it, Jaegers. Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. What could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? Wait. Talk about like the gospels? Like, the longer they're allowed to be in there, the more dangerous the kids are in. Gonna have to try and handle this alone. It's time to put my combat skills to good use. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Oi. But at least this game gives answers, at least. Celeste? Wasn't that the name we saw on Data in the Crystals? That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of a group of the ancients who sealed away the Early. She's also the founder of Liberal's current royal family. Glad to see the information I left behind ended up being useful to someone. It really did. So you're the founder of Liberal's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celestia, at least. Think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy of her personality created in order to influence phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is more complicated than we thought. You don't appear as some kind. I can see that now. No, you're AI. That is correct. Before I try to explain what I am, I should probably tell you more about the world we're in. You can do that? This should be interesting. As you are aware, your land is called Phantasma. It's a world belonging in a higher plane of existence, created several thousand years ago by the early. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the early in order to incorporate and process the will of liberal arc's populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others are necessary. Pardon? You've lost me. Yeah, isn't there a simple way to explain this? Well, not technically crap. Perhaps you could think of it like this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the early in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think, but it's far too real of a land to be pure fantasy. When I say fictitious world, I don't mean it says Phantasma isn't a complete lie. It's more like Shadowgraph or Kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the early rather than being the early itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coins. The relationship caught our eye. We were devising the sealing mechanism. God damn it. You worked the mechanism used to seal with the early? That was also when the Daedalus crystal left behind. Exactly. At first we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, they really had control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming up with the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it within a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss. We had discovered our foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. It must have been quite the frustrating predicament. Indeed. And yet our own perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube. So this thing. Is that what this is known as then? Yes. It is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Aurelie as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create the partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Aurelie's processing ability was hindered long enough for the plan to be executed. He who catches a foe off guard wins the battle. Same principle applies to martial arts too. Sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything. Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in it in the end. Once the Aurelie was sealed away, my work was done. I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Aurelie were to ever be unleashed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. Please, you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however. Luck played a huge part in that for us too. I'm not even sure where the Aurelie is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during what happened at Liberal Arc. I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Aurelie's disappearance from here within Phantasma too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over. And all that left for me was this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. And that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. So that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, I see. Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, sealing away all my power before I was even aware of what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma according to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that it make up are all the Lord of Phantasma's creations. Looks like your theory was correct, Renee. Still, makes it sound like... Yeah, you don't know who the masked bastard is either then. I'm afraid not. But every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should have been able to gain access to the world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they're trying to achieve by bringing all of you in here and testing you. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's the part we really want to know. I only wish I could offer more help. The only thing I can say about them is I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is working in the 7th plane. There's a 7th? What makes you think that? That was the first plane created after appearing in this world. So what kind of place is that plane? I don't know. But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there. They're spreading across the whole of Phantasma. That doesn't sound good. We'll be seeing them at the next one, won't we? Yeah, just finished the 5th and we came back here. Presuming they're waiting up for us on the 7th, it's time to fight them head on, and the time to fight them head on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting. As was I. It seems like the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve. Kevin, you want to step up? Actually, I just might. Good to see you awake, Faja. Kevin, you're up. Good to see you again, Father. You too. Was expecting you of all people to show up. Or you, for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you weren't. Got something I want to ask you. But I suppose I can wait until later. For sure. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Right as rain. I'm feeling just great. All that sleep must have done me a lot of good. I can see you guys made a whole lot of progress when I was out cold too. Yeah. Hey, Kevin Graham. Maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far. True, I was able to tell what was happening at Liberal Arc at the garden. And out of all the people here, you are the only one closest to the truth of what's happening here. Am I wrong? What? No, I don't think you are. I can't pretend to be much of an expert on what Phantasma itself is. I've got a pretty good idea as who's responsible for all this. It can only take one person twisted enough to put us through all that we've been through. Weissman? You could say that, yeah. Short version of it, they're a real piece of work. A cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. Sounds like an awful guy. And who, may I ask, is that who you're talking about? How about that? Or is it your alter self? Would you be willing to wait just a bit longer for the answer to that one? Pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. And I think we'll find out that in the 6th plane. Ha! Here I thought we were finally gonna get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is? Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we've come so far. But I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Well, I don't see any reason to say no. Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons. It's not often he asks us for favors, so I'll let it slide. No problem here. If he says, wait, I'll wait. It feels though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Me neither. I don't really care, as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then. Yep, consider this one settled. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take the lead again. I appreciate it if you back me up. No problem. Seems like we're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do what I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the movements as I always have. Monuments. I just mentioned, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us so far, have we? Thanks, Celeste. We could have done this without you. We are truly in your debt. Please, think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here as the duty to fulfill. We'll be helping you to be a part of that duty. If I may allow me to keep helping you however I can. Will do. Sorry for worrying you, Reese. I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you. Only if you promise me one thing. What is it? I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that would make Rufina sad. You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you? So, will you promise? Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name I won't. Oh. Okay, for the sake of conversation, I am getting who I consider the scrubs in my party so that everyone else who's interesting can talk.
Let's go!
Who's the last one, though?
Understood.
I'll let Chloe talk to the other people. And if I talk... Ooh, you're actually an option to talk to. Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. I am going to, sometime in this video, deal with the gambling door. Might take a little bit, but I'll do it. Hey, Zid was saying something kind of cool earlier. This place is perfect for martial arts training. Might not be in the same combat style as him, but I'm not gonna say no chance to get stronger. Okay. Say, you wanna join me some sparring later, Zen? Ha, sure thing. I'm just mulling over all this Celeste told us about Phantasma earlier. Sure to think we suddenly ended up in a world that's part of a higher plane of the universe. Thinking about it, this place is probably perfect for martial arts training. It's like we get the top of a tall mountain, isolated in the world. Okay, I'll just pretend like that makes sense to me. Yes, that's right. He introduced himself as the Land of Phantasma's foremost guardian. Joshua? By the sounds of it, you probably encountered him before. Yeah, I know. Gotta have to make sure I'm prepared. Feeling we're given Celestial Stone in order to understand the makeup of this world. This means they wanted us to know and may use our memories and feelings against us in new ways as a result. Perhaps the trials ahead are the whole reason they started trying to recreate parts of Liberal in here to begin with. Oh, Kevin, you think okay now? Why don't you go collapsing again after you just recovered? Ah, come on, Estelle, I'm indestructible. Pretty swell timing on my part before, huh? I didn't even get to say hi before I fell unconscious, now did I? Indeed. Everyone was shaking their heads with disappointment when you collapsed. You're supposed to be a Dominion, but you wouldn't believe it from the shameful show of weakness. I'm pretty sure everyone was just panicking, especially you, Reese. Oh, Reese? So how are things going between you and the others? Getting along? Yeah, we are. We had a chance of getting to know each other better while you were asleep. That's good, I guess. I fully expect you to keep your promise with me, however. If you dare break it, you're going without food for a week. Ouch. I'd rather you spared me that one. Oh. Seems like she's slowly opening back up. But I'm sure once we find out whatever the fuck happened to Rufina, not only will we know, but they will all know, or at least she will know as a result, if she doesn't already know. Which really raises the question of what the fuck happened? No, seriously, what the fuck happened? But no, seriously, what the fuck? I know the only way I'm gonna get answers is play the game, but staggering how many books are in here. It's gonna be arranged in any specific order, though. I don't think that there's more to this bookcase that meets the eye. Your stuff? All night. Yay. I understand the gist of what Celeste was saying, but it doesn't really explain why all these books are here. Especially so many of them. Something's not clicking with me. Oh, look at this weird one. Weird one? What's it called? From Fat to Fit by Gilbert Stein. These bookcases are really weird. Yeah. Huh. That is an interesting point. It seems like it's collecting information despite it being inactive. Or maybe now that it's now activated, that things will actually, I don't know, come into this plane of existence. I don't know. So, Faja, how are you feeling now? Fine, thanks. Sorry about worrying you guys so much. But don't be. I wasn't there to see you collapse, so I was simply curious how you were doing. Never imagined that'd be the origin of the cube we've been reliant on all this time. At least now we understand how he came to be drawn in here. To a degree. Seems like the one directly responsible for that happening is Lord of Phantasma 2. Can't wait to make them pay for what they've done. Olive, you're sitting by yourself. That's a rare occurrence for you. Hello, Kevin. It sure seems like you got quite a lot on your mind. I won't force you to tell us anything, but given that we've been all caught up in this, I think it's fair to expect some kind of explanation. You'll get one, I promise. If you don't mind waiting a little longer. So where's our favorite little angel? There we go. I got lots of plushies. It was full of them. Just so I can show you them. So I decided to give him a name. I raised a cast once before too, you know. Professor called him a steel cougar, if I recalled. That doesn't sound like the type of cat I'm thinking of. I'll give her a break. She's not used to actual, you know, animals. The fact that her room is full of plushies is kind of, I don't know, kind of sits weird in my mind. But anywho. Let's see, who else? Oh, that's why there was space. Cause okay, gotcha. Kinda do want to see what her sword can do. I am interested. I mean, granted, she's not. Wow. An old blade for training that once belonged to Cassius. I think that description alone is enough for the hard work. Can't do it. Sorry. But that leaves the question of who. I need an arrow catcher. Just keep her into my party until I can actually think of anything. Oh, there we go. Let's go to the 6th plane. Let's see what's waiting for us here. And then after that's all done, I will go gambling. And it might take some time, but I'll be back when it is all said and done. Can't help but notice they all look like claws. This is warp to the 6th plane, right? Time to hop in. By the way, how are you feeling now? I'm fine. Honestly, never better. Anyway, can't afford to stand around talking here. We need to get moving. Well, if you say so. I suppose I could go back and talk to the characters I didn't talk to earlier. Yeah. Well, this is pleasant. Arab Royal Villa Passage, right? Oh, looks like on the outskirts of the Arab Scenic Route. So next place recreated a scenic route near the Liverin Royal Family Villa, huh? Probably be more dangerous than the scenic this time around, though. We should start exploring as much as we can, but stay sharp. Yeah, cool. Do you have any cool quotes for me? Nope. I think I've, gotten all that I can get. So that's cool. I won't have to be abusing the system by using Estelle's barrages, attacks, aerials, and Sherazad's crafts to get all that Sephiroth. So you're wrong. Thanks to the monster index, it helped a lot. Like, a lot. Okay, let's see where everybody else is at. So I had Julia. Crap, I can't. Josette. And Julia, Josette, and Annalise. No, not Annalise. Is it Annalise? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it was Annalise. So I don't remember talking to her. If that gives any indication of how bad my memory is.
Let's move out.
I'll just put him in my party because I definitely know I talked to him. Oh, people. Where are you? Would never imagine the very ghost who aided us this time was an ancestor of the Liberian Royal family. Still, I can hardly imagine a more reassuring revelation. I'd like to think that with her help, we may be able to compete against the Lord of Phantasma after all. I'd really like to imagine that Annalise is down here with the, you know, 2 adorable little ones. Yep. So...
Ready?
There we go. What? You got the Really Rare Landmore limited edition plushie? Really wanted that one too. So lucky. Annalise? I think she's probably the one least bothered by what's going on here. Yeah. Okay, so. Ah, damn it. Alright, so that's 2, so gotta imagine. Actually, just for the sake of possibility. Okay, here she is. This world really does make no sense. I'm pretty sure what Celeste is saying is true, but it all just seems so weird. Whatever, there's no point in worrying about it. Let's try to help the princess here. Sorry, Josette. I need to push my work onto you. No, it's a big deal. Like I have anything better to do right now. So that just got clicking off. My bad.
Roger.
See if these two have any conversation. Okay, guess not. But time to gamble. And I'll be right back as soon as I get it done. All right. Through some luck, I have won. Get all the stars. Ha! I win. You lose. Nah. Well, I'll be damned. Pretty good after all. Be fair and square, and I ain't gonna make excuses. Are you kidding me? He actually beat Jack? Well, because he was holding back, you know that as well as I do. Could have been true for his opponent, to be fair. You're right. Still a damn good game, though. Looks like we're the center of attention now. I'd say we entertained the bar enough, at least. Can't say I'm thrilled with losing, but that's the first time in a while I felt the rush of a good gamble. I'll say, that was a great game to watch. I should play some poker myself. Well, it went on for a goddamn 45 minutes, so... Anyway, feel like it, come on back, I guess. Try to make time for you if you do. Just so you're clear, you haven't seen half of what I can really do yet. You say that, Jack. But for all you know, it's gonna be you getting beaten next time too. We'll see about that. Still feel the exact same way as he does. Always welcome come back here. We'll play you again, personally. Better come back at least once though, got it? Need a chance to get my own victory against you now that you've got one on me. Was that all for today? It's a shame. Come back again sometime, alright? Can't help but notice that Jack's character design looks... I don't know. I think I've seen it somewhere before. Mirage Ring Plus. 10,000 Mira. So I get a ring and money for winning. Fuck it. Can't be that. Alright, so... that will do it for that will do it for this episode. So... in the next... actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna go and explore the plane a little bit. See if I can't... holy fucking shit. I thought I was progressing through these very quickly. Huh. Well. Good to know. I still got a good chunk of game ahead of me. Oh. Hey. You know, just monsters everywhere. Okay, I rescind what I just said. I'm gonna actually end the episode here. Because I still need to figure out my party. I know I need to de-equip Rufina of all her stuff so I can get Kevin that stuff back, and what to do? I might have... I don't know. I'll take a look at stats. It might be Dick there. Anyhow, Thank you guys for watching. If you have anything you want to say, make sure it's down in the comments below. And thank you for staying weird.